everybody? I am doing my first live workout here, so I'm going to be hitting a full body day, hitting some deadlifts, hitting some overhead press, but hopefully you will tune in and join me for this live session. I have not done anything like this, so it's going to be a little bit weird. I also don't know if I'm able to use music in this without it getting flagged for copyright, so I guess I'm going to be kind of working out in complete silence today. Shouldn't really bother me because that's kind of what I do. Maybe I'll go grab my headphones, I don't know. But we're going to get started here. I'm already a little bit warmed up, already a little bit sweaty here, so hopefully you enjoy. So first thing I'm going to be starting off with is some good morning. So I do one set of this for 10 repetitions. I just started a new program, so it's one I ran in the past, but my strength has been a little bit off because I'm currently in a weight loss kind of journey here. So trying to cut down, and I've definitely seen an impact in terms of my energy, my strength. Haven't had any real cravings yet, which is nice, but at the same time, strength has definitely gone down, but the macros and the calories are slowly adjusting. We're slowly bumping them back up because I was dropping way too quick. My calories were pretty low. Doing 2,400 calories, and 2,400 calories. Now I'm up to almost 2,600. So we're slowly getting back up there. And again, I started this about 2 weeks ago, and I think I went from 242, I'm down to today, I was 241. So that's like 5 pounds a week, which is way too much. But like I said, I'm slowly bringing them back up. I use a tracking app called Macro Factor. So with Macro Factor, it kind of coaches me. So every week I check in, and then it'll ramp my weights up. So for my good mornings, I'm just doing 135 135 on the bar. Like I said, one set of this, 10 repetitions. So nice, good first set. I'm gonna move you around here so I don't blind you, but get a setup for my deadlift. So in my garage, got a ton of space, so I always have to maneuver things around. always like to track my progress, so I just track kind of my sets, my weights, my reps, just so I know how to progress come my next workout. We're moving on to deadlifts now. So for deadlifts, it's 4 to 6 sets, 1 to 4 repetitions. So low reps. Right now we're in a little bit of a strength phase. Just trying to kind of maintain my current strength. But even though I'm already warm, I like to do just a couple warm-up sets still. Feeling good. I need to get one of those cool weight jacks. So essentially, I'm just doing some warm-up sets. Just probably do one more set, throw a plate on each side, and then kind of gauge from there how strong I'm feeling. Because I know my last workout, it was a full body with prioritization on squats and bench press strength. And the squat, 2 months ago, I was doing 500 plus pounds on squat for 1 rep. And last time I was doing like 365 for 2, maybe 3, and it was like a struggle. So I have to kind of play around with my weights a little bit and see where I'm at right now. For the warm-up sets too, I don't know, I always do sets of 3 just because I like the number. But so I'm going to throw a 315 on here. We'll do one more set of the 3, and then I'm going to actually start doing my working sets after that. Already sweating. It's always hot in the garage, but I don't mind. We're gonna do 315, hit another 3, and then I'm hoping to at least do 405. I don't know the last time where like 405 was not a possibility, but I think should be able to still hit that 405, but you never know. Really need to figure out some better lighting in here. My treadmill's in the way. Let's see. No. All right. Well, I apologize for the glare. I want to get some like black, something to cover that, just because you can't even see me really, but that's okay. That's okay. So after this set, so I'm going to do 3, probably reset in between each one because I'm already getting sweaty. The bar is going to get slippery. I like to try to I usually use wraps once I get into the heavier lifts, just so that I'm not worried about dropping and it slipping out of my hands. And I don't know why, but I've never used chalk before but I'm going to do this, resetting between each one so that I don't drop it. And then we'll get going on to the actual workout. I can already feel it slipping, but whew. I got my lifting straps. I'm gonna throw, I think I'm gonna just throw 405 on there. The 315 felt really easy, other than the fact that my grip was slipping a little bit. Wasn't too bad. So do 405. Start my first actual working set, and we'll tweak it from there. And unfortunately, I have no more 45-pound plates, so I have to use 35 and a 10. It's actually really funny because in a lot of my reels and videos, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're not actually doing 405. Why are you lying about your weight?" I'm like, I just don't have plates. That being said, right now in this cut, I don't foresee myself needing any more weight than I already have. I have about 480 pounds total, and I don't think I'll hit that today or during this cut, maybe, but we'll see. Okay, so again, I always like to track my volume, track my lifts. So we're going to write down first working set of 405. And that glare is so bad right now, but that's okay. All you need to focus on is these plates coming up. Damn. Okay. 405 felt pretty heavy. Only did 3. Started getting a little shaky there. We got to hit 4 sets, but 4 sets between 1 and 4 reps. So this is kind of like my power phase out of all of this. And I really wanted to start with the power phase, mostly because leading up to this point, that was kind of my priority. I got very strong. And then we went for vacation. We were gone for a month. And my training was very inconsistent. So I knew I was going to lose strength from that. Then we came back and I started my cut a couple weeks ago. And I knew I was going to lose a little bit more strength from that because of how quickly I was dropping. I honestly can't believe that I'm consuming right now 25. It's like 2568 or 2586, something like that per day in calories. Whereas like before, like literally probably like 6 months ago, I remember trying to diet and I struggled big time. I was doing like 2,400 calories and I still wasn't dropping at all. This time I started at around 2,400 calories, just above that, and I dropped 5 pounds my first week. So crazy the difference. That being said, really dislike my strength right now. But we got, it's 3 weeks. I think phase, yeah. So phase 1 of this is three phases. Phase 1 of this is my strength. It's 3 weeks long. So we have 3 weeks to see if we can maintain my strength where it is now, or maybe even increase it. I think it's going to increase just because of how inconsistent I was during that month we were gone. And then even when I got back, I was doing some workouts and I was like, I really need a program right now because I was coming in, working out, but I was like, there was no direction to it. So we'll see. I think we're gonna increase because 405 should be an easy weight. And right now, even off rep number 1, it felt like an RPE 6.5, 7 at least. So, which surprised me because that 315 felt so light and my grip didn't even feel that bad considering how sweaty I am. All right. On to set number 2. So this one, that first one, I kind of pushed it a little bit. I probably should have stopped at 2 repetitions. Always want to leave at least 1 in the tank, especially because I'm doing 4 sets. I don't want to just burn out right away and I can't maintain that strength. So we're going to aim for 2. If it feels smoother for whatever reason, maybe I'll hit a 3rd. But right now, the goal is 2 reps. Yep, 2 it is. That second one, almost thought I was gonna fail. So as well, I don't know if you noticed, but when I do deadlifts, I like to try to control it as much as possible on the way back down. To me, I feel like if you pull it up and then you just let it drop down without any resistance whatsoever, you're doing half a rep. I like to try to, not to say you gotta do a slow negative, but I like to at least keep it controlled and go from there, but that's just me. Okay, so we're gonna hit 2 more sets at 405 for the deadlift. I'm a little disappointed. I thought I was going to do more, but you got to start somewhere. Getting back into it, staying consistent. So I keep telling myself. But exercise after this one is going to be a seated overhead press. That one I'm kind of dreading because my overhead press has been, I'd say, pretty weak lately. So it has followed the pattern of my other main lifts. That's going to be a struggle. But again, I think that one I have, yeah. So that was 1 to 4 reps as well. So again, another power exercise there. Getting humid in here, very sticky. Okay. This is going to be doubles today. And another 2. So my next set is going to be my last set. So even though it's my last set of this, I still want to leave one in the tank. Right now, I don't see a need for pushing to failure. Definitely feeling it. 2 reps. That's going to be the goal again. And then we'll move from there. Hopefully the audio on this is all right. I saw a couple people hop on, which is pretty cool because I honestly expected it to be 0 the whole time. Being 1, I don't have that many subscribers, and 2, I've never done a live before. So this is a little bit different. It's already at 24 minutes. We're still in the first exercise. And it's full body. So there's still quite a few exercises to go, but my main 2 exercises, so for this one, deadlifts and overhead press, it's like 4 to 6 sets, depending on how I'm feeling, because I'm getting back into it. I'm not even gonna bother for the 6 sets. So you can go for the 4, and then 1 to 4 reps. And then the rest of them are like 2 sets here, 2 sets there, until I get to the ab portion. And I usually do a little bit higher volume. And then the calves as well. Usually a little bit more volume because I need to try to grow these calves because it's always been a weak point. But yeah, I'm interested to watch this over and to see how the audio is. Mute microphone. Cool. I'm surprised there's not more settings or something. Wonder if I can share it, or is it gonna just kick me out of this? Potentially inappropriate messages. Let's see. Okay. Well, that was weird. So it did cut it out. Okay. Last set. Deadlifts. 1 to 4 reps. Here we go. Reps. Hi, someone. So every time I leave the app, it disappears. Okay. Well, I'm going to share this to my news feed on Facebook. Okay. So I just tried to share it on my Facebook. See if maybe some people that are online see it and join. So what I'm going to do now is I'm doing seated shoulder presses with the barbell, which means that I have to set this up. Well, there's 2 people on now. Hi. For how often I set this up, it's unreal how many times I forget what notch I'm at for these exercises. Take it there. Oh, that's so sweaty. Hi, Logan. Just unloading my bar right now so that I can move it over here. Dang, I'm up to like 4 likes. It's like 4 more than my videos. Almost there. Something went wrong. Have to retry. You should go live like this weekly. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Okay, finally set up for some overhead pressing. Good. Okay. So again, same. Hi Connor. Same rep set scheme as the deadlifts. So 1 to 4 repetitions for 4 to 6 sets. I'm going to do 4 sets. We're going to start with 135. And this is actually going to be my first just working set. Because I know that this is probably going to feel good enough. Unless it's really light, then I might not count it, and we'll just kind of throw a little bit more weight on. But set number 1. Scooch up a little bit because I knocked it, but and I realized halfway through that I didn't have these in place. Whenever I possibly can, I always like to set my safeties, because there have been multiple times where I'm like, oh, I should be able to do this, and all of a sudden I get halfway through a rep and I'm like, ugh. So safety first. Hi Connor, if you're still on there. Okay, so 4 reps felt pretty good. I'm not going to do a big jump, so I'm probably going to add 10 pounds. So we're going to do from 135 to 155. Reps, 155. And same thing as with the deadlifts. I always want to try to leave one in the tank. Even though I said that, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to get another rep on the deadlifts. Maybe if my life depended on it, you know. But those were a struggle. I wish it would say who joined the live. I wish I could see that. That way, I know if this is like actual people are watching, or if it's just my kids jumping on and off because they want to see their dad in their garage. All right. Set number 2. Again, 1 to 4 repetitions. We set up the safety, so worst case scenario, I just toss it forward now. 55 for 4. So because I hit 4 repetitions, I like to always add weight because I'm within my rep range. I definitely have 1 left in the tank at least. So overall, I feel like confident enough that I know I can add more. Now we're going to start adding a little bit slower. So whereas I had the 10 pounds on the first one, I'm only going to add 5 because we have 4 sets. So that was set number 2. So I have 2 more sets, so I'm going to add another 5. That one goes as good, I'll add another 5. And that will conclude the overhead presses. Oh, I'm so sweaty right now. Oh, it's a lighting in here right now. I feel like I look pretty huge. Kind of nice having this. It's not the lighting. It's the light. Well, like I know I'm huge, but like I actually look like muscular, not just huge. But kind of like doing this live because I don't have a mirror in here, so it's kind of like I can at least see myself. So set number 3, 1 to 4 reps, gross sweat. The only downside is I don't know if I can play like music, and like normally I don't even listen to music when I work out, but I usually watch something, and right now I watch One Piece. I'm trying to get through that, but I feel like that would be like kind of annoying audio in the background of this live if I just had it going. That, and I probably would forget that I had a live going and would stop even talking to the camera because I'd just be watching it while working out. So we will do it without, but good thing I don't mind talking to myself because it kind of feels the void right now. All right. Set number 3, 165 pounds. See how this goes. If I manage 4, I think I might just go for it and just throw 185 on the bar. So I'll do a 10-pound jump on each side. We'll see though, because I want to make sure I leave that one in the tank. Don't let my ego get the best of me. So here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna add 5. This is my first like day of this full body workout, so I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to throw 185 on there, fail or do something stupid. Rather try to maintain the form, maintain my control with a little bit less weight, and not be paranoid that I'm gonna just gas out. And I know there's a few other shoulder exercises in this one, so we'll add a 5er. So humid in here. When I started this workout in here, that spider, But when I started this workout in here, it was actually cooler in the garage than it was outside, which has not been the case all summer. So it's very nice. But as soon as I started sweating, it's like muggy in here now. But it was really muggy outside, so I don't even want to open the door. I need to just invest in a little fan, but I don't know. I never think about it. And then I come in here and work out and suffer and sweat. I'd sweat anyway, but might be a little bit more or less disgusting. Okay. Holy man, I'm white. Dang. That's gross. I thought it was tanned. Can't even see it because it's so white. Maybe. No, you can't. Can't see any definition in these white bad boys. Wow. Seriously, I can't even see. In good lighting, in like not whited out, I am actually seeing like some really good definition in my legs. My legs usually aren't like, they don't hold a lot of body fat. It's mostly right here in my chest and my back, like my upper body, that really holds onto the fat. So my legs have always been lean, but so far on this cut, like I've somehow noticed even more definition in the legs. It was like, come on, like leave the legs how they are and just like start to just lose this and this. Like my face is always so chubby, and like I've not been at like a lean enough point in the last like years where like my face is just always round. I feel like I have a hair in my mouth. Okay, so last set, 175 on the bar, 1 to 4 repetitions. Leave 1 in the tank at least. Let's do it. Well, I'm very happy. Very happy I didn't throw 185 on that bar, because that would have been a struggle. And I even on that like rep number 3, I felt so unstable. So good call. Good call. Yo, 2 viewers, what's up? I'm assuming 1 is my wife. She's gonna waiting for her to just be like, yes. But welcome to the live. So far this hasn't, I was a little nervous to do this because they don't let you test out the live capabilities. Like I literally had no idea what it was gonna look like, what it was gonna do. So I was a little nervous to just like jump onto a live and it look like garbage, or like my audio sound like garbage, or yeah, I knew it. I gotta stop getting so excited when somebody starts watching it. I'm just scaring them away. That, or they're just like, oh, who's this big sweaty guy? Okay. So now we're moving on to some dumbbell work, and then should be fun, I guess. For dumbbells, these are literally what I have for dumbbells. So just like little mini barbells. And you just add the weights on there. The plates. It really, honestly, like I freaking hate using these things. They do the job, but I hate them. Because one, I don't have enough plates to load them well. So like I only have 4 or 5 pound plates. I have 2.5 pound plates. I have a couple 10s, and then like any plates larger than those are just so bulky that it also just gets in the way. But so honestly, I haven't been really doing a lot of dumbbell work in the garage, but we're doing some rear delt flies. So I don't need a lot of weight for that anyway. So what I do for the rear delt flies is we're gonna do 20 pounds. Actually, probably not even. Because these dumbbell bars are already 10 pounds. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do 5 reps. So rear delt flies, I got to get creative. Where did I put my clips? Right where they're supposed to be. Rear delt flies, I don't go, shit, scared the crap out of me. I don't go heavy with these anyway, because rear delt is one of those muscles where it's a very small muscle, makes a big impact on your physique if you can build a nice, strong, defined rear delt. Really adds a lot of 3D to your delt, makes your shoulder look a lot larger. But I find it's one of those muscle groups that I have a very hard time getting a mind muscle connection to. So I'd rather go lighter and really focus on getting that contraction in the rear delt, trying to connect, slow down the movement as much as I possibly can, and just kind of work through it. Right. Just gonna back this up a bit. So for rear delt, we're doing 2 sets, 6 to 8 repetitions. And it sounds like somebody was right outside the garage. Yeah. So 6 to 8 repetitions, 2 sets only. But what I like to do for rear delts, something that I was kind of taught to get better engagement, is instead of keeping a flat back and bending over and repping them out, where you're gonna hit, I find anyway, my traps take over, my rhomboids take over. Like, it's less of a rear delt movement. I round my shoulders in, so I'm rounding them in, still leaning over, and then we're focusing on that contraction. does not take much to feel those. So 8 repetitions, probably going to hit 8 on the next one as well. Such a, like, seems like such a simple exercise, but if you're not making the connection and really focusing on the muscle that should be working, a lot of people don't even realize where their rear delt is. They know it's somewhere back there, but they don't truly know what it even looks like, especially if you're carrying around a lot of body fat. Chances are you've never seen it. So it's hard to gain that connection. Just like I find it so much easier to engage my chest as opposed to my lats, because I can visually see the muscle. I can picture it working. With the lats, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. So you've got to really work on focus on that mind muscle. Now for these exercises as well, we're going to rest a little bit shorter rest times, because we're doing higher repetitions, lower weights. It's not the big compound lifts. It's not those big main lifts that require more rest time. We're not going heavy. We're not doing low repetitions, high weight. I think that was 8. I kind of lost track, I'm not gonna lie. So rear delts are done. We're gonna hit some dumbbell shoulder shrugs. I'm going to show you how I do them, because of my setup. Like with shrugs, typically I can do a lot of weight. I love doing barbell ones, but in this program, barbell shrugs are already programmed into a different workout. So it's nice to kind of just switch it up. So what I actually do is I take these 45-pound plates, because they have the nice handles on them. And that's what I use for my shrugs. If I need to add more, because my rep range is a little bit lower, I think these ones are 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets. Yes. So what I can do is take like a resistance band. So this one's like a 30-pound resistance band. Requires my clip, but so I take a resistance band and I'll literally just wrap it through the handle, wrap the other one, through the handle. So I'll have it like this, step on my resistance band. And for these ones too, because I'm doing lower repetitions and I'm not doing as heavy as I know I can, try to slow it down. I was talking, now I forgot how many I've done. Let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, sent myself in the butt a little bit there. So if you're working out in like your own garage and you don't have the same equipment as in the big box commercial gyms, or I mean even studios will have a lot more than what I have, you got to get creative. I call myself the MacGyver of fitness, because sometimes the things I rig up, I'm just like, this is so sketchy, but at the same time, it works, does the trick. So you got to get a little bit creative, but with that, I probably am going to add another resistance band on there, and we'll just use 2 resistance bands because, to be honest, that still felt pretty light for me. Big downside to also working out in my garage is having to set everything up. Like I can't just walk from one station to the next. Chances are I'm gonna need my barbell again, or I'm gonna need dumbbells again, or I'm gonna need, so I have to constantly switch it, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it also kind of sucks going to the gym and having 8 billion people in there and half of the machines are taken, or you know, somebody's got their gym bag sitting there, and it's kind of a pain, frustrating in its own sense. So, you know, there's give and takes to both. That's way better. Yeah, that was a good set. Okay, so set number 2. So, I mean, we're exactly 1 hour into this workout. As if you, I mean, I know you haven't been following along since the beginning because I literally haven't had really anybody watching, but the first 2 exercises are the time killer. Like they take up so much of my time, especially because I have to set up for the next exercise. Sorry, just writing down red and black. So even though I use the resistance bands, I still log it. So I'll say that I did my 45-pound plates for shrugs plus my red and black tube resistance band for my 8 reps. Just so that I know what I did. If I just put the 45-pound plate, next time I go to do it, I'd be like, why was this so simple? But on to the next exercise. So next exercise is dumbbell hammer curls. So again, probably catching on by now if you've watched this whole video through, but we're doing 2 sets, 6 to 8 repetitions for some hammer curls. Now, for this as well, so again, I only have 2 5-pound plates on there, so it's 10 pounds plus the bar, which is another 10 pounds for these. So 6 to 8 repetitions. I like to do alternating, and I like to really slow it down. So usually a nice slow negative. Nice 2-second hold at the top. Try to contract. I'm really squeezing the bar. Try to keep count here. So for me, biceps are one of those exercises I always did growing up. So when I started working out, biceps was the go-to all of the time because I just wanted huge arms. And that's somebody else commented, but yeah, they're always one of those ones where I was like that skinny kid, so I was like, ooh, I need bigger arms. I don't know. So now in my later years, honestly, it's one of those exercises that I always neglect. Like I neglect it more than I neglect calves, and I neglect calves. So now that I'm like dropping weight a little bit, I'm like, dang, like my arms don't look nearly as good as they used to because I have so much fat on them, where I'm like, dang, okay, I need to start to actually focus on these again because I can't just rely on my training from when I was 12 and just sitting there doing curls back and forth. But I am going to add a little bit more weight because that was very light for me. And because I'm adding weight, we gotta do this sketchy style. Wow, it got really dark. Hopefully the lighting's still okay. I don't like turning on the, oh, that's so loud. I don't like turning on this light because it's so bright and so like white. So I'm gonna try to make do with the lighting I have. Let's see. That didn't really make much of a difference. I wonder if I crack this a little bit. Hopefully the cicadas aren't too loud. It's pretty loud out there. Guess I could have just used my kettlebells actually. My kettlebells are 30 pounds, but oh well. I don't really like doing hammer curls with them anyway. I just sweat my eyes. Okay, so this is what I mean by sketchy style. So I got 10 pounds on each side, but it's 2 5s and a 10. Looks silly, but gets the job done. 7 likes, dang. Even if you didn't stick around and you tuned in for a little bit, I really appreciate it. Very exciting for me to see that anybody chose to just click on this and see what was up. So I appreciate it. Here we go. Focusing so hard on the contraction, I totally lost count. I think that's 3, lot better. So what I'm gonna do for when I write it down, one thing I'll do is like I will leave. That's good. You can't hear the cicadas. I'll leave out myself like a little note saying that adding the 20 pounds on versus the 10 on each in total was a much better. So that'll be the starting point for my next workout. Next time I hit this for hammer curls, I'll throw 20 pounds on the dumbbell right away and potentially just work up from there. So next exercise is going to be overhead tricep extensions. These ones, to be honest, just suck butthole in here. What does that sound? Because of the dumbbells I have, it's just so inconvenient. This is not an exercise I typically would, to be honest, would do, but I'm thinking we're gonna try to MacGyver this a little bit. Honestly, if you're starting your home gym, Amazon, just buy a set of resistance bands. So handy. Handy, dandy. Okay. Let's see. Fudge, that's too heavy. That's too heavy. Okay. Okay. So I have a wow. Don't judge me. Okay. Took some rigging. Might just sit like this between sets, I tell you. So overhead tricep extension. I have a 30-pound kettlebell, and then I have a black resistance band strapped to one side, and the other side is just on the ground, and I'm just stepping on it with both of my feet so that it doesn't come up and whip me anywhere. But the resistance feels good. And 6 to 8 repetitions. Oh, God, I hope I don't punch the ceiling. Okay. Oh, fuck. Shifting. Okay. There we go. That actually was good resistance. This band, maximum resistance is 50 pounds on it for this black one. I'm not moving because I don't want to ruin where I had it set up, but 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets again. As you can see, we're following a pattern, but we're about to throw that totally into whack because the next exercise is going to hit our abs. So yeah, but we're going to crush one more set of this. We're going to move on. I'm going to grab this. Seriously, it got so dark. We're done with those. Okay, so next, I'm going to move these out of the way. So we're doing hanging leg raises. Bring it a little bit closer in. So for these ones, I have these cool things. I just go above my at the top of my squat rack. Makes it so convenient. I remember I got these. I'm pretty sure I bought these at like a Winners at least 10 years ago. Pretty sure it was one of the like first pieces of workout equipment that I got, because I got like a power tower, which is essentially just like a pull-up / dip station. And then I bought these because they were like on clearance for like $5 at Winners. Winners back in the day, man, used to be able to get some sweet deals on fitness stuff. They got those. They got like a perfect push-up thing. Just see how many reps we're doing. So for this one, anywhere between 3 to 5 sets, 8 to 20 reps. So high volume on the hanging leg raises. I honestly, core is one of those ones that I neglect a lot as well. So we'll kind of gauge based on how much I'm cramping and how much of a struggle this is, but anywhere between 8 and 20 repetitions. I think I'm going to be on the lower end, and then 3 to 5 sets is the goal. So we'll see. good. You can already feel it like intense contraction when I do that. So don't want to push too hard. I want to be able to sit up tomorrow. Be nice. You know, pain is not an indicator of good workout. So if you're always constantly extremely sore after your workout, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was a good workout. If anything, it's your body telling you that you overdid it. And maybe you should prioritize recovery a little bit more, or dial it back a little bit and progressively increase that volume, as opposed to just going no pain, no gain, and beast mode and all that stuff. But yeah, so 3 to 5 sets. I'm thinking I'm gonna do 3 sets. We'll see how I hold out. Because I'm not gonna lie, that was hard. And with those, I really want to try to reduce my swing. So that's like my part of the main focus on this one, is just don't let your body swing with it. Really try to engage your core and lift using that. Well, I opened the garage door a little bit. Not all the way, because then I find it gets loud, but in the garage door now there's like some orangey light, so it's not too bad, I guess. Oh, as soon as I open that, there's a wasp in here now. Okay. Damn. Another set of 8. We're gonna go for one more, because even on that one, I could feel myself using some momentum to try to swing myself up. I might do an extra set of just knee ups. It's a little bit easier than just full leg raises. I might do some knee ups just to get a little bit more volume in, but we'll see, because I could feel the contraction so intense that I'm definitely working hard, so there's no need to go crazy. And then the last exercise is the worst exercise. So it's seated calf raises, which just suck in here, especially because I don't have a seated calf raising machine. So I literally have to like load my barbell, throw it on my legs, and just hammer down. But I make do. Okay, set number 3. Oh, okay. you can see, switch to the knee ups because just the leg raises were just way too much right now. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm even gonna leave a note in my training that I switched from leg raises so I just put that I did 3 reps of leg raises, 5 reps finished with knee ups, just so again, next time I do this workout, I can push for a little bit more and try to just progressively overload, increase volume, get a little bit stronger every single workout. Okay. Yeah, it's so dark now. So for the seated calf raises, this one is 3 sets, 8 to 20 reps. So again, a big range in there, but for calves especially, I find everybody responds very different. Everybody responds very different to this exercise. So some people, low repetitions is the way to go. Other people, it's higher reps. To be honest, I've always preferred like that happy medium. For me, usually my rep range, my usual rep range I feel like for this one is anywhere between 8 and 15. So I would say 12 to 15, but just getting back into the routine. So we shall see. Literally, the only thing I use this for is like freaking this exercise and maybe some hip thrusts. I don't think there's anything else that I've ever used this for. So for this one, we're going for 8 to 20 reps, 3 sets. Honestly, just gonna start with 135 on the bar. Because my calves burn out so quick. I've also never done it with this setup before, so should be interesting. It's kind of perfect actually. Here. All right, set number 1. literally like almost feel my calves just cramping up every time. I think that was 7, 8. Ooh, okay. So 16 at 135. Could do more, but man, I swear I could probably stop at that one set. My calves are gonna be sore tomorrow. So we're gonna stick with 135 because for me personally, I know I'm gonna fade on this one. So 16 that time. I'll be lucky if I can get 12 this time. And I'll be lucky if I can hit 8 this time after that. And again, rests are going to be a little bit lower for this one now. So, yeah. All right. That's hit number 2. Get this workout wrapped up and done. I have no idea how long this has been, but it's got to be, we got to be coming up on a couple hours now. Fudge. Freaking hate this. Worst. The worst. Door just closed. Oh, 1 set left. That was I nailed that. 12. Whew. That was a hard 12. But now that I'm back on a schedule, I'm on a routine, we're going to be hitting calves a lot more consistently. We should see that improve. Because dang, that sucked. I mean, we hit 7 likes on this slide. That's pretty solid. I feel like on my full length videos, probably about where I get anyway. So cool. Last set. even know how many reps that was. Yeah. Calves might be sore tomorrow. Uh, 135. I'll have to look back to rewatch this just so I can see what I did. I don't even know. But so that is it for this full body workout. Thank you for joining me for this live. I really appreciate you popping in, giving this a little bit of a watch, giving it a thumbs up. It was long. That's how long these full body ones typically take. But I'm only doing this like 3 times a week. So in between there, I do like an active rest day where I'll do some band work just to get the muscles firing, get some blood pumping into them. But I don't fatigue them. I don't push it to failure, not even close to failure. I just want to get a nice pump going to some weak points, just to get a little bit extra volume with something that's not going to damage it too much, which is why I like to do resistance bands. And then as well, I usually do a little bit of walking on the treadmill, usually about 30 minutes. So that's kind of what my off days look like. And then this would be 1 out of 2 different workouts that I switch between. So I'll try to do a live next time. So next week, I'll hit another live for you guys. Hopefully you can join me then. I'll try to announce it a little bit ahead of time. This one was kind of spontaneous. So maybe we'll get a little bit more people turning out, commenting down below. But if you liked this live and you want to see more like this, please leave a comment down below. Give the video a like, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you can get notified whenever a new video comes out or when I'm going live. And until next time, peace. Let's figure out how to stop this. Are you sure you want to stop? Yeah, buddy.